California lawmakers announced a bill today aimed at making significant changes to how police deploy lethal force. KSBY reporter Fabiola Ramirez looked into the new law and is live with details. Fabiola?
Yeah, the proposed bill states that police can use deadly force only when necessary and if there are no other alternatives.
Not be silent.
State lawmakers introduced a bill Tuesday that would make California the first state to restrict when officers can open fire.
We have these incidents too often in our great country.
The Police Accountability and Community Protection Act would change the recent reasonable force rule to a necessary force standard.
This policy authorizes police officers to use deadly force only when it is necessary to prevent imminent and serious bodily injury or death.
Advocates of the bill say they want police to think of possible alternatives, which include warnings, verbal persuasion, or other non-lethal methods.
I think deadly weapons on a police force, they're important to have, and in instances they are important. But that being said, I think many more alternatives can be found with non-lethal force.
The proposal comes after the shooting of 22-year-old Stephen Clark. He was fatally shot by police who say they thought he had a gun, but investigators found only a cell phone. According to lawmakers, last year 162 people were fatally shot by officers in California, and only half were armed with guns.
We're not saying that law enforcement officers can never use deadly force. I want to stress that. Deadly force can be used, but only when it is completely necessary.
The bill could also require officers to delay confronting a potentially armed suspect until backup arrives.
If an officer's in a situation and he has to wait for backup, then that leaves him vulnerable because he's in a situation where he can get killed.
I reached out to local law enforcement officers, but they do not wish to comment regarding the bill at this time. Live and local in San Luis Obispo, I'm Fabiola Ramirez, KSBY News.
All right, thanks, Fabi. Advocates of the legislation say they hope the bill will spur local agencies to review their own policies on use of force.